Hi, guys. Welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy. So, we're headed down to the bayou tonight to cover the soap opera that we love to hate, known as The Dippity Doo No Good in This World Turns. As the Dippity Doo No Good in This World Turns. In this week's episode, we got Ryan going live and got interviewed on the fly by Perez Hilton. He dropped some truth bombs while still totally being stuck in Gypsy's web of goo. He even wanted to do a poll. Red for my Princess Gypsy Rose and we'll come back to me and Pixie, or blue for I need to write a tell-all on the possum. I'm just kidding. He didn't do that. But he did want a battle. And if that wasn't enough, Lifetime dropped a pukey 30-second clip of GRB Season 2, Life After Locked Up, followed by a 5-minute, even longer, nauseating clip, where Gypsy and Ken basically called Gypsy a hoe. And all that happened in just the past 1.5 weeks since we last talked about this case. And trust me, there's much, much more. But looks like we've got a lot to cover tonight, so let's get into it. I'm going to roll some credits while we wait for the rest of the GRB crew to roll in. Shout out to my replay crew and my dragonflies. I just saw a painting I'm going to use for our merch, and I love it, and I cannot wait to show it to you guys and get it up on a t-shirt.
Cavalier's drumming his old guitar again. Words rolling out into our fire. If heaven had wings, I would steal them and fly away with you for a while. Hearing the essence of gratitude, your dreamy little smile on my lips. I miss my cue, but baby, I had you. Miss my cue, but I had you for that day. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you.
Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you, and I'm so happy to be here with you on this Wednesday. I feel like I'm getting back in a groove. Are you guys getting back into a groove after the holidays? I feel like it takes like a week or two after New Year's Eve is over to just kind of get everything back together. I see the search with Lisa is here. Hey, girl. And I see Talk Time with Jay Beautiful. Hey there. And hi to everybody out in the shadows. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose. And, she's been busy. I can't even include everything that she's done in the last 2 weeks because I don't think there'd be enough time. But I am always fascinated with Ryan. In the very beginning, Ryan, worried me because I was like, who is this guy that would be attracted to a woman that looks like a special needs person? That warning bells were soaring in my head. So, but now I just feel sorry for him because he just isn't over her. Yeah, I feel sorry for him because he's heartbroken. He's not over her. He still defends her, even though at every chance she gets, she'll throw him under the bus. And behind the scenes, she's doing stuff. We didn't see them. I think those messages that we saw from the hacker were fake. Most of them were fake, but she still got him on that little lure, whenever she needs something from Ryan. I'm sure she does it. I'm sure she got him to expedite the divorce so that when she gave birth, she wasn't married to Ryan. I'm sure, that made her feel super happy and that she, could get married to Ken. And yeah, but do you think that Ryan thinks that Ken and her will eventually not work out and that she will go back to Ryan? I think. Before we get started, if we could start the algorithm dance party that I like to do, just warm up your fingers and dance them up to the hearts and thumbs up button. Tonight, we're coming to you on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So, hi, everyone. I've got a little foster cat, and of course, all day she has been hiding, and now she's coming out just as I go live. Hold on a second. I need to open the door for her so she can go out to the litter box. Hold on one second. Hey, baby. No. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. You gotta go potty? Go on. It's okay. Yeah, I know. Go out there. You're gonna wake up the bird. Yeah. What you gonna do? Sorry about that. I'm fostering a kitty. She was with some elderly people and they are using walkers now, and she was getting mixed up in the walkers, and she's so stressed out. She's the most scaredest cat that I've ever experienced, and she's been hiding in a cupboard all day long. And of course, she wanted to make her entrance when I went live. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. Also, if you are in the market for a scared little kitty cat, I've got one here in Florida. Okay, she's 7 years old and she's white and gray. And they told me she was small, but she is not small. She's just an average looking cat. Who do we have here? She's coming out again. Hi, Lulu B. The problem is that Ryan refuses to look at anything that might change his opinion about GRB. Exactly. And it's all out there. It's all out there. I don't think her and Ken are even together anymore. I can't decide if they're together or not because now it's been reported that Ken moved in with her during the hurricane, and never left. So, I mean, it could be either or. And I think that Gypsy is enjoying us not knowing. I too wonder why he'd be attracted to a special needs person. And being a special needs teacher, why did he go looking for a murderer? I don't know. It's very well, if we look at Ryan, I can just look at Ryan and know that he has been bullied, made fun of, made to feel less than, obviously because of his weight. And so, I mean, he has probably pretty low self-esteem himself. So there's that. And then to be compared to, do you want to come up here? Come here. Then to be compared to your wife's mother that was unalived, that you look like your wife's mother that was unalived, that must have been demasculating for him. And then for her too, I mean, that's when we got the D is fire. And then, later she came out and the D's not fire, she said. We're going to look at all that. So let me get my screen together and get it going. I'm going to have to help the cat out into the other room really quick. I'm going to throw up some this is something I did on Nick's mother. It's a tribute to Nick's mother. I'm going to put that up and then I'm going to take the cat out real quick and I'll be back. Give me 2 minutes.
I'm having bad thought after bad thought after bad thought today. Everything is falling down on top of me. I wanna lie here on this cold hard ground and cry for a while. And I really don't care who sees me at this point in time. It's been a bad day. How I wish that I could just cry myself away. It's been a bad day. How I wish that I could sprout wings and fly away, away, away.
So nice to meet you. Nick painted such a wonderful picture of Stanley.
You got yourself a chirpy one, Nick.
The rain starts to fall and it stays for a while, but then the clouds roll away. The sun creeps around and it paints an awful glow on this place. It's not what I want, no, not right now. I just wanna be great. Wanna lie here in the grass and feel the rain on my face. It's been a bad day. How I wish that I could just cry myself away. It's been
Okay. She's out in the living room and hopefully we're good to go. All right, I got my screen all set. Let me look at the chat really quick and then we'll get going. He hides too much. She might have something over him. Yeah, I think that too. Maybe she does have something over him. That's a good point. And Ryan behavior does suggest that he has hope for Gypsy's return. He's behaving under the guise of being a gentleman. Yeah. They'll have to come to a certain point where he'll be like, enough is enough. I don't know what that point will be. But yeah. Hi, main chick, Carrie. Okay. So I thought this was kind of interesting. I saw this. I didn't know that Ryan had, he was on America's Got Talent in 2016. Did anyone else know this? I mean, I'm new to this information. I'm like today's day old to this information. So let's take a look at it.
Throw it back till I lose count. I want to see from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I want to live like tomorrow doesn't exist, like it doesn't exist.
So there he is. There's Ryan. Is that really Ryan or is it somebody who looks like Ryan? Jordan Smith. Is this somebody, you guys tell me, is this Ryan or is it someone that looks like Ryan? It's not Ryan. It looks just like him, in my opinion. Okay, so let's keep going. We have Ryan. I want to take a look at Ryan's latest first live since Gypsy gave birth. He was interviewed midway by Perez, and so we'll go like to where after just to where he finishes up the interview with Perez. Hold on. Okay. Let me make sure I have the right one. Okay, here we go.
Oh, cool. Where is it from? Guys, I honestly, right before Christmas, I started Googling like cool gifts idea, and that was one of them. And I found it on Amazon, I believe. It was one of those things where it was like the coolest thing ever. Let's see. You bring it to me? Pixie always tries to like get in it. You see how it's spinning? I love how like she loses grip of it and it'll spin on her. She's like, these ropes have like hit her before. It's funny. Let's see. Look, see how it's tried to spin? Pixie likes to take the top. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Thanks for being on my live. She was the girl that I slapped. She was the girl that I gave the lightest little slap to.
Okay, so I am a little bit behind on some of the like gossip stuff, but I do know that there was a video where Ryan slapped a girl's tushy, and then Gypsy came forward and did the whole Oscar thing. And so he is, I guess it's his friend, which, I mean, I love that he has these friends that make Gypsy angry. I mean, I love anything that makes Gypsy angry, actually.
That was her. Do a poll. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a poll, guys. All right, let's start one off.
Here's the poll. Will Gypsy Rose come home to me and Pixie, or should I tell all about the possum? Let's see what he says.
Let's see. All right, of course, baby. Gypsy had her baby. All right. Let me see. Would you buy your dog? Let's not go there. Would you buy your dog that toy that Pixie's playing with? Yes or no? Red.
What? Ryan, he is playing Mr. Nice, isn't he? I haven't watched all of this. I only watched the part of the Perez Hilton part of it. I don't like to watch things, all of it, because if I'm going to watch it with you guys, because I like to have my immediate reactions. But he is playing Mr. Nice. I forget who said that in chat, but you are absolutely right about that, Mr. Gentleman.
Yes, Blue, no. That's going to be an easy poll today. Hey, Jamie Banks, how you doing? Like, the one thing about this toy.
That could be true. I mean, that could be very true. And yeah. Can you imagine that Gypsy Rose is the one that you're imprinted to? But she's good at that. She's really good at doing that. But she picks damaged people. Because, you know, Nick was damaged. Dan was damaged, but I don't think Dan imprinted on her. You know, Ryan's damaged. Ken's damaged. I mean, I guess we're all damaged, though. What am I saying?
Boy, it does like squeak. And it does get annoying, but look, Pixie like throws it around, loves it. It's like the best toy ever made for a dog. What? It's just so you can play by yourself. I forgot. I went back to work today, and I forgot to turn it on. I wanted to turn it on for her, and I forgot. So tonight I'm going to charge it up because you got to charge it, and I'm going to turn it on before I go to work, just so she's has something to occupy her time. And what's cool about it is
it is really sweet how much he is grown to love Pixie. I did think I saw in this live or one live where he was like, I didn't expect this, but now that I have it, I'm ecstatic that she's here. So do you think he relates Pixie back to Gypsy? And that's sorry, but do you think he does? Do you think he thinks like Pixie is a piece of Gypsy? I don't know.
What's cool about it is on the setting I have it on, she can touch it. Like she can let it go for a while and then come back to it and it'll start up again. So, Amber J, how you doing? I love that you call me Rhines. I think that's funny.
Amber J is one of my favorite TikTok people, the comedy ones. The way that she puts the S's on the ends of her words, it cracks me up.
Rhines, and I'm her Pookie. I think that's pretty
Pookies.
good.
Not her Pookie, you're her Pookies.
Anyway, I just got a message from people. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Sorry, it took me a minute to get on live, guys. I told my friend I was going live, and it's about 7:30. I don't do much. I don't do a lot.
She chooses names that she reuses names because Pixie was supposedly the name of either a dog she had or a cat she had. And so the Aurora name. And then Aurora Urker, that's such a hard, Aurora Urker. Why do that to us? Anyway, she does pick strange ones.
Long live.
They're not even strange ones, just ones that are from her sick, demented past.
Missed you too, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you missed me, Jessica. Thank you. I did see one that said, I want to be the new Mrs. Anderson. That's pretty funny. Howdy. No more polls, please. Well, you're in the wrong pot. You're in the wrong live if you don't like polls, just for the record. I mean, just.
But what if Gypsy somehow talked him into doing something? Gypsy likes to do the BDSM. What if she got him into something where she's got some video or something? Although, isn't it illegal now to do that to people with tapes like that? But I mean, Gypsy is down and dirty. Like she's down and dirty, and she hangs out with down and dirty people. So I don't know.
So you're in the wrong live. But it's poll. I just did a poll. Hey, there's been a lot of rumors going around. A lot. It's crazy the amount of rumors. Guys, those leaked messages, I have no idea where that came from. I heard Gypsy's account got hacked. If it doesn't have the check mark by my name, it's not my messages, just for the record. Just for the record, I haven't seen them. It's ridiculous. Like, come on. I think the things that have been said in the messages people have told, it's ridiculous. Like, pretty sure it had a check mark. No, it didn't. Not the one the scammer released. Not those. And I've already addressed the other ones, so I'm not going to talk about those. Was she at my house? That's funny. Let me ask you a poll. Do you think she was at my house? Yes or no? Start a poll. Do you think?
See, now this is a better poll, Ryan. I can get with this poll, and I'm going to guess no. I think she was in the hospital. I forget what creator did it, but I think it was straight out of context, but don't quote me on that. She went in, she did a computer version of the hospital delivery rooms, and the bed frames look exactly like if the lights were dimmed down, that headboard behind Gypsy. I think she was in the hospital.
Is that my house? Yeah, red for yes, blue for no. Honestly, maybe I'll address it. Ooh, that was cool. Maybe I'll address it. Bethany, thank you. Olivia, thank you. I mean, apparently it was some picture, and somebody told me it had my headboard. Cousin told me that.
Ryan probably loves that. He loves that people think that Gypsy was over at his house. I 100% believe that with every fiber in my being. He loves it.
So,
because he loves Gypsy. And it probably, he knows like that kind of stuff would bother Ken. And it seems like they're doing that thing where they're not blaming Gypsy, right? They're not blaming the person in the middle. They're blaming each other. You know, you see it in the triangles where the two people that are fighting over the one person, they hate each other. They go at each other. And, you know, that's what's happening. And he loves that Ken gets irked by him, and he says these Urker, irked. But he loves it.
Guys, TikTok is messy. I don't know what y'all believe and what you don't. Honest to God, like, it's messy.
It is messy. TikTok is really messy.
That is my baby. Come on, guys.
I worry.
Yeah, TikTok is very messy.
I worry slightly that if TikTok does get closed down, that all the messiness is going to come over to YouTube. I do worry about that a little bit.
I think it's funny that people come up to me and ask me about rumors like that. And it's funny. Where have I been? Guys, I took a break. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Caitlin.
I don't think Ryan's the most unattractive person in the world. He's not attracted to me. I wouldn't be attracted to him, but I mean, he probably wouldn't be attracted to me. So it's like, but he's not like a ugly person. I don't think Gypsy's the most unattractive person in the world either. It's her personalities and her behaviors that make me feel repulsed by her. And with Ryan, I just feel really sad for him. Anytime and this is totally my issue, but anytime I sense like a weakness in a man, it's like, I know that they could never be my partner. They couldn't. I need somebody that can stand up to me. And Ryan, I would like tear apart. So, and you know, Gypsy Rose knew that about Ryan, and she wanted somebody that she could tear apart. Ken is much more of a challenge. And so I think that's why Ken is the golden boy, because Ken rejected her. Gypsy likes a challenge. She likes to feel wanted. And that's the whole thing about a triangle. I've been thinking about this whole triangle thing because I used to do triangles too, because I think back to it, and it was like I had this stupid pick me attitude. Like, it disgusts me, to be honest with you. And I'm so glad that, you know, I can safely say I will never do anything like that again. And when I can recognize darkness in me, it's the first thing I do in other people. I can recognize it in a heartbeat in other people. And so it's just, she loves these triangles.
Guys, I took a break. You know, divorce went final in December. You know, it was one of those things where I had to disconnect. I wanted to just get away. My break, I got on my break, the school break. And guys, I had some fun over the break. New Year's Eve, I went to LSU Baylor game at the Texas Bowl in Houston. I went with some friends. That was great. Had a blast. Had a great New Year's Eve. You know, we went to the game. We left that morning, drove back. And then later that night, we shot fireworks. Ironically, in the same place I shot fireworks on the documentary. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I think a lot of young people do get into the triangles. And I think that Gypsy Rose is too dangerous for those triangles because she's too mentally ill, and she'll do anything to be the one that gets picked, right? Right? She's terrifying to me.
Whoa, that's cool. Thank you for that. I like the corgi. Thank you for that. Pixie, what you doing, babe? What you doing? You saying hey to people? Look, she already put the thing down. Oh, what is that? Carrie Ann, thank you for that. That's awesome. I love those gifts. Say all those. Hello, Peter. I saw that. There's Pixie. I love Pixie's hair like this. She's like a little fur ball. You saying hey? Look at you being all
She is a cutie.
nice. Pixie has become moody as all get out. Pixie is turning into
Gypsy?
A little witch, actually.
A Gypsy Rose?
Look, her ball's going off, so Pixie's looking at it. You see it? Uh-oh. You see it? Huh? You see why I have to cut her eyes? Or like the hair around her eyes? Go get it.
I mean, he at least takes her and gets her groomed. And it sounds like he plays with her and he walks her and he's taking care of her. So, I mean, she seems pretty well adjusted. And I mean, dogs go through the terrible, like right when they get like 1 to 3, horrible stage in puppyhood. And I think Pixie is probably getting right there.
Yeah. I'm not addressing that rumor because it's ridiculous.
I know. I wonder.
Cool. Guys, honestly, season 2, I don't know exactly when it's coming out. Honestly. I really don't know.
If it is Ryan's baby, then I have like zero respect for Ryan for just sitting there and saying nothing. I don't think it's Ryan's baby. I don't think Ryan would sit there and not claim his baby, unless he doesn't know it's his baby, unless they like totally forged. And the crazy thing is this is not out of the realm of possibility for Gypsy Rose. She's done so many things that none of this is out of the realm of possibility. It's crazy.
I don't know. I heard the trailer dropped. Trailer dropped today. Oh, that's cool. Jamie, thank you for that. I always love watching the gifts. Like, KD.
Go forward.
Like, guys, I'd hate to do an in-depth interview. Honest to God, I'd hate to do an in-depth interview.
He's about to get with Perez Hilton. I hope they do an in-depth interview. Do you think he will? I think he might.
Like, I don't want to get in trouble, if you know what I'm saying. And it's not anything about Gypsy or nothing. I don't want to get in trouble with Lifetime or nothing. I'm just being honest.
Oh, yeah. He did say he was still under contract with Lifetime. I wonder how long his contract is for. If he read that book and still in love, then he has bigger problems than we can ever understand. Exactly. I really believe that book and book tour made Ken run. You can't be in denial after that. Yeah. I think the book did a lot of damage towards her, and it helped us out. The people that don't want to see her prosper off of her mother's murder, it really did. It did help us. And the protest, I don't care what anyone said, was a success because people showed up and made their voice known. And so, yeah.
Because, I mean, I just don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to do nothing that they wouldn't like. He would respect my boundaries. You think so?
And that's interesting too. A thought just popped in my head. Maybe Gypsy Rose puts the fear of God into him about Lifetime. Oh, don't do that. Lifetime won't like that. Oh, you better not. You'll get in trouble if you do that. And maybe Lifetime is helping her out because, the Melissa Moore seems to be, one of her evil minions. So, yeah, they probably have the fear of God put into Ryan.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to say anything? Sure. Yeah, let me get on that. Let's see how interesting that would be. Let's see. I get on somebody's stuff and not say nothing. I just look at them. I could do some pensive looks. Just be like, That's funny. This is my story too. Guys, you're 100% right. 100% right. It is my story too. Big C, say hey. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Got busy there for a second.
What was that?
Requesting. Let me see. Go live with guests. I don't know any of these people.
I just said, Cherokee girl. Somebody said, like, what could possibly be on Ryan? He's a teacher. But I think maybe she could have tricked him, got him like drunk, maybe smoked a little something, got him a little relaxed and did some of the BDSM and, filmed it. And I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Gypsy Rose. But this is all my opinion. It's not proven. This is all for educational and entertainment purposes only. I put everything that we watch down in the YouTube show notes. I do this for fair play use, and I also do it to cite my sources. I will often speed things up, talk over it, and again, it's for fair play use.
Invite Amber J.
I would
That
love
would make her day.
to see him and Amber J and him together.
Hey, Amber J, what you think, babe? Should I request you? Amber J, you want to go live?
Yes, do it. I know I'm old.
Oh my God. He's going to follow me and then request me. Amber J. I love how people are like, oh my God, I'm watching this. It'd be crazy if I did Amber J. He said, give him a minute. Amber J all the way.
Did Amber
All
J?
right.
That would be.
Who should I go live with, guys? Amber J is red, Perez Hilton blue. Go.
Oh, they
Amber J
voted?
red, Perez Hilton
I
blue.
didn't
Who
realize
should I go?
he voted, and that's how he chose. Man,
Amber J, I know you're voting. I know you're voting, sweetie.
of course people are going to vote for
calls me
Perez
Pookie.
over Amber. I mean, just because.
Look at Perez. Amber J, you're getting beat by Perez. I'm sorry. I mean, Amber J, you're just getting beat.
That's another thing that I don't really love about TikTok is
Wow.
battles.
No, she's not. No. Amber J was red, Perez was blue.
I don't like battling people. I think there's enough
She wants me to go on Perez. That's pretty funny.
success.
Oh,
for
guys.
us. I'm not into the battling.
Let me ask y'all this. If I get on there, could I just get on there and say, hey, and just be like, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you. I mean, could I do that?
Yes, I can tell. I had heard that he had some kind of gastric, and I'm sure he did it because he thought it would keep Gypsy Rose. But I saw someone in chat said, wouldn't it be funny if Ryan got all buff and did his total glow up and found the perfect person, and Gypsy Rose is left where she's left.
I mean, I don't want him to do me dirty. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Did Perez say something negative about Gypsy recently? No, he didn't. I got yes. No.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. You don't think he's not talking about the baby if it's his because of the contract he's under? Do you think that can Lifetime really stop you from claiming your child? I don't think they could they? I mean, I hope not.
Look, guys. Yeah. It's hard for me not to be respectful. I get why people are like, why would you be respectful? I get it. Believe me, I understand. It's just hard for me not to be respectful. It's just the type of person I am.
I am sure he has signed an NDA of some sort, but if you sign an NDA and she has your baby, you're still allowed to say that that's your baby. I mean, I'm sure you couldn't say maybe you couldn't say how you, I don't know. I wish I was a lawyer, but I'm not. When I took a break off of social work, I took 2 breaks off of social work because social work completely burned me out. And the first time I took a break off of social work, I tried to teach. I was a 3rd grade teacher. That didn't work for me because there's a reason why teachers get teaching certificates. And then the second time I did it, I tried to be a legal assistant, and I figured out that I am not a secretary. I am somebody that needs a secretary. So there it is.
I just
but I
just
wish
a nice
I
guy,
had
man.
done more with the legal.
I don't want to say nothing too bad.
stuff.
Now I'll tell the truth. I will tell the truth, guys. You're wasting our time. How am I wasting your time? You're on my live. Like, Hey, he just wants to meet me. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Hold on.
I'm not sure where the mods are tonight.
I mean, I might as well. I might as well. I mean, I hope I don't get in trouble, though. I don't know how to search.
No, he doesn't like
Guys,
anyone
I don't
saying
know.
anything bad. Oh, you
I don't
won't
know
think
where to
there's
search
really a baby.
for him. I'm looking, guys. I swear I'm looking.
Wouldn't that be
I'm
something
looking, guys.
if there really wasn't a baby? Or there's a possibility she did hire a surrogate.
Let's see. Guys, I don't know how to find him. Honestly, like I just tried. Is it guest? I need to follow him. How would I follow him during a live, though?
Let's move this forward.
Like, guys, I'm just being honest. My God. All right, I need to get off of that. Get off of that.
Boundaries. If there's anything you don't want to talk about, you don't have to talk about anything.
Okay, I wasn't really expecting an interview.
Hey guys, if you could check and see if you are subscribed. I looked the other day and we had almost like half the people that were viewing the videos subscribed, but it's like drastically changed. It's gotten to where there's only it's only like 35% of you that are subscribed. So if you could just check and see if you're subscribed, and if you're not, if you could subscribe, it would really help me out.
You just to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
You
just a conversation. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I started work today. I was out for a school break. So, that's like the best thing about being a teacher, man, is the holidays.
Do you have any goals or if there's anything that could happen this year that would make you happy, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Like, how would my 2025 be?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man, just to live, man. Like, 2024 was a crazy year. Like,
for me too.
Yeah. What'd you go through, man?
Real life. I mean, you went through real life stuff. I went through real life. I'm used to like TikTok drama. There's a lot of drama on here, and I'm chatting with a lot of people and getting to know them. But I had a lot of a few loved ones die, and my dog died. Like just like real heavy stuff. Here's a reminder. This is what I tell myself, and I'm so happy to talk to you and have a moment of seriousness, because you never know what anybody's going through. So maybe somebody watching this right now needs to hear it. This is a reminder to myself. Life is like,
I do like the arc, the redemption arc that Perez has journeyed through. I do appreciate that for him. Thank you, Peppermint Patty. I do appreciate that. And I think Jazzy has her best friend is in town, so she's been hanging out with her. So I think that's where Jazzy is, and I haven't talked to Laura Lynn.
A 24-hour cycle. That's a day. It's 24 hours. Every day you have sunshine and you have darkness. And the next day is going to be like that as well. You're going to have good things that come your way and bad things thrown at you too. You just have to remember that tomorrow is a new day and there will be more sunshine tomorrow, and that everything is temporary.
I like that.
Yeah. But I'm
sorry to hear about your dog, man. Like,
Thank you.
I would lose my cool if something happened to Pixie.
Oh,
there's Pixie right there.
It's horrible losing your fur face. It's horrible.
Oh,
yeah.
So, I heard. Yes, I heard you had a close bond with the dog.
Yeah, Pixie. Pixie's was not something I expected to get. It was something that Gypsy wanted, and next thing you know, I fell in love with the dog. Like we got her as a little puppy, and we got her like a year ago almost. It was like the 15th or 16th of January.
Holidays and summers are the best time to be teachers, I would think. A lot of the people that I went to school with are teachers, and it's fun to see them each year getting their classrooms ready. And one of them is an art teacher for kindergarten, and I just love to see or read her little stories about her kids. It's a lot of fun.
Like right now, a year ago, we were in New York. So like it was.
I remember you went to see a musical or something, right?
Yeah, we went and saw Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that show. Yes. Well, This is not an interview. I'm just talking to another human being. So I asked about 25. Is there like a lesson that you learned from 24? What's like one of the most important takeaways for you?
Man, that's a hard question. That's a loaded question. Like, a lot happened. Like, man, I'm still learning. You want to know the honest truth? I'm still learning. You know, you grow every day. Like, that's all I can do, man, is just continue to grow. You know, I look back and, you know, it just, I saw a comment said, "Don't marry a convict." Come on, guys, that's mean. I got some people who are mean sometimes, but
they're still watching and helping your live. So do you go live on here regularly or every once in a while? I
haven't gone live in like a month or so. I took the month of December off. Like, actually, yeah, I went live in November. I don't go often, man. This is like a once a month type deal. I just get on here and talk.
How much do you think Ryan gets per live that he does? Somebody said like $500. Is that true?
Oh,
so you live in Louisiana as well?
I really don't know how much people are making over on TikTok.
Yeah, I live in Lake Charles.
And your family is there too?
Yeah, I have family here.
And you know, you got to spend the holidays with them?
Yeah, thank God for that. That was cool. Yeah, I had family come in. And where you were located?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. That's a place I'd love to go, man. Las Vegas is cool.
You've never been?
Never been.
Yeah, I moved here 2 years ago. I did 20 years in Los Angeles.
Didn't he get let go from one of his schools because the kids found out that he was married to Gypsy and he was saying, you know, shh, don't tell anybody?
And I was done with that.
I went to visit this past summer. So
well, I would imagine, you know, one of the reasons why maybe you don't go live often is because you probably do get a lot of people in your comments asking you or saying all sorts of different things.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot. Like,
does it affect you? Does it bother you, some of the things, or have you grown accustomed to like the outside world will have a lot of opinions?
Man, it's one of those things where everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, I have to.
There's Laura Lynn. They were asking where all my mods are, and I'm like, I don't know, but here's Laura Lynn. Yay.
Skin. You know, it's one of those things where I've been the butt of jokes, and it's you laugh with it. You know what I mean? Like, life's too short not to laugh with it. Like,
well. And also, maybe there's...
I completely agree with Ryan, but I don't think Ryan's laughing. He's not laughing. He's not to the laughing stage yet. Definitely not laughing.
Positives that could come from everything that's happened. Like,
I really do hope that he's going to interview with Perez, but I think maybe not, because now that I hear him, like, he's really worried about Lifetime. Although maybe he'll get a guideline from Lifetime and he'll give Perez the guidelines. I don't know. It would be really nice, though, if we could hear from Ryan a little bit more. Just get him an interviewer that can get him to open up a little bit, because Perez gets a little bit out of him. Just a little bit, sounds like.
I honestly have never seen one of your lives. I've covered you on my website, but I've never actually, no, I think I've only seen like one clip, to be honest. I saw one clip of the show you did where you were asking Gypsy to remarry her or something. But outside of that, I don't think I've ever seen you talking except for now. And you're giving me like teddy bear energy. Like, has this a positive been that maybe like some women are sliding into your DMs?
There's a lot.
Oh, I knew it.
I believe it. I believe that there are a lot of women sliding into his DMs, because there's a lot of women that slide into Wade Wilson's DMs. You know, like, it just, if you have any notoriety, there's people that want to be with you. And that's so weird. I
can tell. Have you been going on a lot of dates?
Man, no comment.
Oh, Ryan is a player.
I wouldn't say that.
When I heard the teddy bear energy, I immediately thought over to Sir Morbid and that teddy bear that comes on his channel. I was like, oh no, not teddy bear energy.
I wouldn't say that.
Do you worry though that some of them are trying to get close to you now because you have all of this attention?
I mean, attention's a good word for it, because I don't know what it is. Like, you know, I'm not famous, so I don't. You know, I'm like...
Well, you were on reality television. That's something you did. Have you been approached to do more reality TV?
Not really. I'm still under contract.
Oh, we're getting some tea tonight.
No, well, I mean, that's not anything new. Like, you know, before Gypsy got out, I signed a contract. You know, it is what it is. Like,
So does that mean if she does her show more, you'll be in it?
I have no idea, man. Like, honestly, no comment. I have no idea. Like, it's one of those.
But it means it prohibits you from doing more reality TV then?
And I got to talk to my lawyer about that, man. Like, I haven't been approached.
It was here that I heard him say that. Tony says, I read he bullied some kids, gave them D grades till parents had meetings, plus told a child he'd do his mom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is all alleged, guys. But if that's true, oh my gosh. Yikes.
I haven't wanted to be approached.
It's not something you're actively pursuing.
Right. Like, I'm not calling.
You're happy to
lawyer and do it. Like,
I mean, he's obviously questionable because, like what I said in the beginning, like he was attracted to a woman that was made to look like a disabled person. I mean, that is questionable to me. I'm fascinated. I watch all kinds of YouTube, and there's this genre of women. It's usually like really attractive women that are marrying disabled men. And they're, at first, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But then, like the more I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm torn. What do you guys, do you know what this genre I'm talking about? I can't think of, there's one in particular that I have in my mind, Squeaky and somebody. Do you know what I'm talking about? And how do you feel? Like, but I mean, you want to believe that you can love someone to love them beyond their looks. So I don't know.
I'm a full-time teacher, man.
You're that's what you're going back to. So you're really just being normal.
I mean, I guess, man. Well, I mean, what's normal these days? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great question. What is normal?
Yeah, I mean, reality TV was not something I married Gypsy for.
So you have a lawyer. Do you have, I would imagine you don't have an agent?
No.
Well, tell your lawyer to help get you an agent, because I think a solo dating show of you trying to find love could be a good show.
Wouldn't it be interesting if he befriends Perez Hilton and Perez guides him on his new journey into social media, online stardom, and becomes bigger than Gypsy Rose?
People have said that. I think it's funny. I mean, I haven't been approached. I haven't thought about it.
Wait, why are people telling me to ask about Jimmy Speedway?
Don't worry. I ain't answering no questions about that dude anyway.
You know who I'm talking about? You believe that their relationship is true? There's another one too. It's an interracial couple that I've seen, and they hang out together.
Okay.
He tried to talk mess, and I ain't got time for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not here to.
Like, I'm not. Whatever, that dude don't bother. You know what I mean? He can talk all his mess all he wants. I don't mind because he doesn't matter. So, in my world, so.
But right there, you can tell Ken matters, and Ken runs space in this man's soul, and it's not even in his mind; it's in his soul. Ken is in his soul, renting space, time, and energy.
Whatever, let him talk all that mess he wants. I don't care. Doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I love that attitude.
Let him talk whatever he wants. That's TikTok trying to cause drama, I guess.
That's how it works.
I guess, man. I'm so new to this, man. Like, I will say this. I didn't plan on, like, I married Gypsy, right? Gypsy's the face of the show or whatever. When we were married, I never did TikTok. Like, it was one of those things where I was letting her do her thing. That was her thing. Like, that's, like, it was one of those things that was new to her too. So I just kind of was the husband in the background, and I was okay with that, And then we split up, and then it was like the show came out, and it was like, okay, let me just try it. And I got a good response. And it was just one of those where people could see the real me, and it was cool. Like, it was cool, and I've got good response. Like, there's trolls, of course, who just troll, like that's what they want. They want to rise. And man, when I was going through it, like sometimes they would get to me, but man, I've got to where I just brush it off. It's one of those.
Who remembers when Ryan got mad at Gypsy when she shut down her TikTok. Just before I came live, I caught this little clip that I wanted to show you.
Blanchard posted this to her TikTok account. Y'all remember when the hacker
Gypsy has clapped back on her TikTok account, and she said this.
was receiving live gifts from all my haters? Well, I just got my payout. Thank you to all my haters. Hey, Gypsy, remember when you were yelling and throwing a fit at Ryan because he was reminding you how that's revenue? And you said, all you care about is just money. I thought you didn't care about money. You do now that you have to pay for your baby daddy to live and a whole new human being. I don't think that's karma the way you think it's karma.
I like her a lot. So I just wanted to point that out, that Gypsy has clapped back, and she's like saying that she got all the money. But remember when Ryan, she got so mad about Ryan caring about the money, and Miss Gypsy, I just like throw away clothing that I haven't even worn yet. I just throw it in the trash. I don't care about money.
Where I know the real deal. I know the real tea, as they say, so like, it's one of those where like, I know what's really going on. So like, it's funny when I hear rumors and things like that. It's funny to me. Like, they're just making up stuff. Like, it's funny. I disappeared for like a month on social media, right? I haven't done anything since November. And man, the stories people would tell me about myself, of people making up stuff, I just thought it was hilarious. Like I heard one. Somebody did a TikTok where saying I went to jail for stalking Gypsy, and that's just ludicrous to me.
I did notice that she had her TikTok account taken over recently, and she had reached out to you. Did you meet up with her recently?
No comment, but I mean.
And there was also that one, we're talking, I see in chat, people are talking about that YouTube channel about the disabled man and the normal, very beautiful woman. There's two of those that I have in my mind. But then there was that docu-series where that woman, that's the one that I'm thinking about. But there is one where that one couple hangs out with another couple. One's a beautiful woman and the guy's disabled. And then there's that docu-series where that woman went in with the keyboard and the nonverbal man, and then ended up having intercourse with him, and the parents sued her or took her, or I don't know, but it's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. People are sick. People are so sick. And I'm not saying that the YouTube people but that docu-series, that's wrong. People that sexually abuse those that can't protect themselves, I feel, is just as bad as murder.
I mean, like, dude, that's one of those things. No comment. Like, I
respect that.
No.
You don't have to answer anything.
Yeah, but like,
I'm just nosy. I have a ton of questions, and I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, it's in the interview. We just vibing.
All right. Do you want to ask me anything,
man? And you were like in the thick of things, right? Like,
I still am now on TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, is TikTok getting closed down?
I fear that they will lose their appeal to the Supreme Court, but I think that Donald Trump, because he's going to be sworn in the day after, and then this law is under the direction of the Department of Justice, and Donald Trump can tell his DOJ not to enforce it. And
I mean, if it was $1,000, holy shiznit. I mean, geez.
He'll announce that he will give TikTok
Why are people so stupid that they would give their money to a hacker or Gypsy Rose for that matter? I don't get it, but it's their money. It's their money. It's their money. It's their money. I don't.
12-month extension to sell to an American company is my prediction.
You think he would, because he uses it,
Today he posted on his Truth Social that he wants to keep TikTok.
Yeah. So
Ken will be getting a new nose job soon. I'm going to show you in a little bit. Maya got a nose job. So maybe the $1,000 will be a down payment for Ken's new hair or his new nose job, because I'm sure that whole family is going to get a nose job because they all got noses. And I mean, big noses can be beautiful, but they all got noses. That was one thing that I was born with. I didn't get a big nose. Well, I mean, I kind of have a big nose, but it's not like unproportioned to my face, big nose. But yeah.
But like, I can see why, like,
I don't care what anybody says. If Gypsy Rose was medically abused, the first thing when she got out of prison is got a nose job. If she was medically abused, she would not go and cut herself open the first thing that she does with that money. You wouldn't do it. I'm traumatized from having a series of, I had back surgery. Well, I had pulmonary embolisms, then I had back surgery, and then I had a stroke. I'm traumatized from having 3 years of being in the hospital over 30 times. I will do anything not to have to go back to the hospital. I'm serious. I don't want to go back to the hospital ever. I would not have anything elective done. And I didn't even have someone forcing me to do those things. I had to have them done.
It's beneficial to him. So like, why would he want to keep it? That was my thought too. But look, man, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you want to interview me some more, man. Can we vibe later?
Of course. Like I said, I'm not here to make anybody look bad or a gotcha or be disrespectful or anything. But if you do ever want to chat more, I have questions, or we don't need to do any questions. We could just talk.
Right,
I feel
man.
like I got to reveal something about myself today. Hold on. Let me think. What can I reveal? If any gay guys are watching, slide into my DMs. Because that doesn't happen. And I would love that. I would love to go.
No way. You're telling me that doesn't happen to you?
90% of my audience are women.
Well, I can relate to that. I mean, but
Yeah, but it helps you.
But I'm not complaining.
I know.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but call Gypsy's boyfriend up. Ken, I thought,
Ryan.
I'm just joking. Just joking.
Okay,
man.
all right. Going out with a bang.
That's just a little jab at Ken.
I like that. All right.
See, I think maybe an interview with Perez would at least loosen Ryan up to talk about Ken a little bit more, because, I mean, this is the most that we've gotten from Ryan about, well, no, he said get a job, Ken. But yeah.
So, man, I just couldn't help it, man. I had to.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you. And you should go live more often, because you can make money doing this. You probably have people gifting you, right?
I have gifts going on right now. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Wait, do you want to do a battle? Do you do that?
I don't even know what that is. Honestly,
Just hit accept.
What is a battle?
It's like whoever gets the more gifts or whatever. It's just
How long does it last?
5 minutes.
Oh, but man, we hate. Can we do a battle next time?
We'll do it next time.
Yeah, because like, man, it was cool vibing with you, man.
All right, we'll do it next. All right, it was nice to meet you.
It was very cool meeting you, man, and I appreciate I love that you called me a teddy bear, like teddy bear vibes. I appreciate that.
Well, that was honest.
I love that he called him a teddy bear vibe too, but I thought a teddy bear meant something completely different. Thank you so much, Laura Lynn. Your support means everything to me. All of your support means everything to me. The holidays are especially stressful time for me. For many reasons. I'm just coming out of a deep funk, but I was just thinking, I am so grateful I have this channel and I have you guys, because I see each year it's getting better. Like each year, this is like the third year of what's happened to me. And I like each year it gets better and better, and the funk isn't as deep. And it's because I've had this channel for 2 years, and it's getting, I mean, it looks like I've had it for a lot longer. I opened it like many years ago, but I didn't start doing anything until like 2 years ago. So I love you too, Laura Lynn. I truly love all of you guys. And I think it's possible to love people that you don't know, because you guys you've saved my life. So yeah.
It's honest. I keep it real.
I do appreciate it. Perez, it was cool vibing with you, man.
Nice. You too. Have a good one.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Let me figure out how to.
Dude, I'm in the same boat.
There we go. I figured it out.
All right.
Okay,
Hey, guys.
So I will be sure to link that down below. Let's keep going on this journey, Gypsy Rose journey. Be sure to give this live a thumbs up. Helps us go out into the algorithm. So Gypsy Rose Lifetime released the 30-second Gypsy Rose clip. Let's take a quick look at it. Hold on a second.
Within a marriage, the husband is the presumed father of that child.
Oh,
I wish that she had gotten through this divorce process before.
I like Toddy One Skip a lot. I like her a lot. And she talks about Scientology quite a bit. And Friday we have somebody. Well, I don't think Lindsay is part of Scientology. She's part of the prison reform community, and she's going to come on and talk to us about like what Gypsy Rose's prison experience might have been like, and what Sarah Boone's prison experience is definitely like, because she was in Florida prisons. And we're also going to talk about a little bit about Scientology, because she is in that whole triangle with Aaron Smith, Levin, I think his name. Aaron Smith, Levin, and Jenna Miscavige. And I know I've been watching a lot of Toddy, trying to get myself up to date with this whole Scientology thing so that I know what I'm talking about when she comes on. So I love having guests, and I'm really excited. And I love Toddy.
Before this happened,
I'm labeled a loose woman, a hoe. I've already seen comments online of people saying that it should have been a condition of my parole to get my tubes tied.
She has it back for me.
The test is less for the public and more for Ryan to say, hey, dude, you're not the father. Accept it and move on. A child is conceived within a marriage.
I think Gypsy Rose's true colors came out right here.
More for Ryan to say, hey, dude, you're not the father. Accept it and move on.
She is so gross. I can't even stand her. When I see her true colors and her thinking like she's like that in a bag of chips, I just want to get my shame bell out. Shame. If I ever saw her, I swear to God, I would pull up on the phone the Cersei from Game of Thrones, and I would play it, and I would just scream shame, shame, shame. I would. I wouldn't want to do it. I would be embarrassed. I would, but I would do it, you guys. Like when Pink Pony went on that, went to the book signing and went in, I remember thinking, oh gosh, I wouldn't want to do that, but I'd have to. It's like when I would do the paranormal investigations, I'd be like, man, I don't want to run towards it, but I have to, right? So if you're covering it, you got to run towards it. And I would run straight towards her and let her know exactly how I feel, because I am a strong believer. And if you stay silent about something, then silent is a silent agreement. And I do not agree with anything about Gypsy Rose. So Gypsy Rose loves dragging Ryan. So I thought we'd just look at some of her more famous dragging moments of Ryan. It's not like I'm going to like cheat on you and leave you with the puppy. It's not like I would ever do that. Oops, sorry. You guys aren't sorry. Hold on a second. Sorry, I didn't have I didn't have it up. Okay, so this is where she is talking about the puppy, wanting a puppy, and he's saying, do you want it from the ground up? And she's like, yes, I want a puppy. They didn't even go out and adopt a dog. They probably went to some breeder. Well, I'm guessing, but I think I'm guessing right. They went to some breeder and got Pixie.
I say we call it hormonal.
I'm not hormonal. I'm just a woman.
Okay, well, let's call it.
I think all that hormonal woman talk that they do, like that's man's work and women's, like they do a lot of like that talk. I've noticed that Gypsy does it with Ken too.
Woman.
No.
Okay. Because an apartment, baby, you have to take them for walks. And you have to pick up their pee. You have to pick up their poop and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm not an idiot. I know how to care for a dog.
I didn't say you were an idiot. Baby, I didn't say you were an idiot. I didn't call you an idiot, baby.
Why are you treating me like one?
I'm not.
not.
That's the kind of that you tell a child. It's a lot of responsibility, you know.
Baby, you're going to be great with a dog. I'm all for it.
So she likes to keep the men in her life on their toes by, it's a form of control and abuse. You never know when they're going to like get angry about the littlest things. 1 minute they're joking and the next minute it's all serious. And then Gypsy talks about what went down with Ryan.
Try and contact me. And I did see that he was on live last
This is another time when she drug him.
night. Ken and I went to dinner last night at this pasta place around town, and I looked at my phone and I had like 5 missed calls from a random number. Okay, so I call it back and I'm like, hello? And the first thing that I hear is, why the fuck are you talking about me? And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, why are you calling me right now? And like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you were posting something on Facebook about me. And he was coming at me aggressive. And I'm like, I didn't post.
I think you're right about that, Diane. I think Ryan is going to be very hard to get rid of.
Anything about you on Facebook. What are you talking about? And
if she ever wants to get rid of him.
Of life with Gypsy Rose or something like that. And he was talking about that picture that's going viral, that it did not come from my.
Are you thinking we're going to get an OnlyFans from Gypsy Rose when this all dies down? Because it can't last. This cannot last.
I didn't post this picture, but it's a picture of me and him side like together, and then a picture of me and Ken. And it said something to the fact of I had to kiss a frog to get to the prince or something. I did not write that. I may have not been respectful in certain areas. I may have not always been that thoughtful of how things would appear to him when posting pictures of me and Ken. But the last thing I'm going to do is be cruel. I might live my life and enjoy my time with Ken and my relationship with Ken, but I'm not going to be cruel to Ryan.
What a load of BS. So then we get this. Ryan is always saying stuff about, Ryan is always blaming other people. He's always blaming Ken, or he's blaming Christy, never Gypsy. Never Gypsy.
When you gained your independence, that made you feel the happiest.
Who takes their boyfriend?
The first thing you did when you gained your independence that made you feel the happiest.
Who takes their boyfriend to a divorce attorney? Honestly.
And I divorced Ryan. I filed for divorce, and I followed my heart to true love.
Said divorcing me was the first independent thing she did. It's kind of funny. Christy called the divorce attorney. Christy went with her, forced her to go, and Ken went with her to the divorce attorney.
I felt like I made that choice as a free woman. I made that choice as an independent woman.
So did she really do it by herself? Or was she kind of pushed into it?
The first thing you did when you gained your independence.
What do you guys think? I think Ryan needs to get a grip and get control over himself. But I mean, we all do weird things for love, I guess. I did see this. I found this article. Gypsy Rose Blanchard regrets saying ex-husband's D is fire. It haunts me to this day. More than a year ago, Gypsy Rose Blanchard left a comment on her then husband Ryan Anderson's Instagram post that included, "They jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire." She says such cringe things too. Oh. On a recent episode of Radio Andy's Andy Cohen Live, Andy Cohen asked Gypsy if she regretted leaving that comment. I didn't know she was on Andy Cohen. "I regret it for the simple fact that it haunts me to this day. That just needs to go away," Gypsy said. When asked if the D was in fact fire or not, Gypsy responded, "I'm not commenting on that. We all need to move on." Gypsy, who is currently back with her ex-fiance Ken Urker, also gave Andy a breakdown of their relationship timeline. We had a long history. So we first dated back in 2017 for 2 years. We had a 2-year history under our belt, she explained. We separated for 4.5 years, and then I got married and moved on. I married Ryan. And then I came out of prison and just realized that it was not the marriage that I wanted. And so I filed for a divorce and then reconnected with Ken, which is not true. And a month later, we got pregnant. That's not true. It's kind of been a journey. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Gypsy Rose. Let's go into the journey of watching the, well, let's really quick. After this, we're going to go in and look at the 5-minute, lifetime. But here we have Gypsy Rose Blanchard's ex-husband. Of course, Ryan's like shooting stuff back. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's ex-husband accuses her of trying to sell pre-birth paternity test results, slams homewrecker boyfriend. So here he is, saying that the only reason that they did the pre-paternity test was to do a cash grab. So Ryan is going after Ken. But I'm sure he has been quiet now because Gypsy Rose probably said that when you go after Ken, you go after me and my baby, right? I can hear her saying these things. I can. I feel like I'm psychic. I call myself the guessing psychic. I'm half right. I'm 50% right. Okay, so let's go into the Life After Lockup release. And so if you guys could give this live a thumbs up, helps me go out into the algorithm, party out there, bring more people back. It's just a free way to help me out. And it's really, really appreciated. She is absolutely disgusting. I agree. There's no way Ryan's willy is the size of a Smoky. I mean, listen, I had a really good friend whose ex-husband, she said it was the size of a grape. So I don't know. I think it's true that can happen. And I feel terrible for the people that that happens to. It must be a hard thing to deal with. This is part of what he's mad about. I remember seeing that on her profile on her Insta posted. I think Ryan is pathetic. Yeah. She lives for the D. She does live for the D. And I'm sure she tried to make Ryan's D fire somehow. And that's probably what she's got hanging over him. Like she tried to somehow zhoosh it up, spruce it up, give it something. Okay. So, like I said, I do put the links to everything that we view down in the YouTube show notes. I'll stop and start this, speed it up. But yeah, check down in the YouTube show notes if you want to watch it in its entirety.
Being the girl that murdered her mother. Since my incarceration, I have been keeping a secret. I am engaged.
Her story, just hit me. And I thought, gosh, she's cute.
Just don't want her first marriage, or probably only marriage, to end up in divorce.
You know my story. All right, now let's see what I do with my life.
Gypsy Blanchard will be set free. She's ready to go home to Louisiana with her husband.
You're free.
I'm free. Woo! Every guy says I'm a dynamo. No, he's a dynamo.
You heard that?
We consummated our marriage.
You guys are funny tonight.
Do you want kids right away?
I mean, I want kids. I don't think that right away would be smart.
Right.
Something happened though.
What? Are you pregnant?
So you're gonna get a nose job, you get your teeth done, and your hair is gonna change. You're not even gonna be my wife anymore. Like
Even getting her teeth done, she is probably maybe going over under twilight sleep. Definitely getting injections of stuff to relax her. I just don't.
I'm gonna be your wife. I'm just gonna look super.
I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir here about Gypsy Rose, but I mean, what bullshit about her being medically abused.
Hot. A lot of people felt I should have waited in getting married.
Yeah, checked in.
What?
Yes.
Ken was my first relationship that was long term. I loved him so much. I have to stay loyal to my marriage. What's going to happen when Ryan and I have an argument?
Baby, that is revenue.
I don't care.
I get it. Christy has continued conversation with Ken.
You allow the door to open up. If something happens with Gypsy and Ken, it's going to be your fault.
She needed to know the real reason.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
You should have told her that, not you.
He's trying to weasel his way back in because now Gypsy's out of prison.
Everything will unfold as it should.
Getting married in prison.
So a lot of this 5-minute clip is actually old stuff. They're just in it. That's annoying.
Did I change the course of my fate?
Who you texting?
I'm just texting my sister, honey. Relax.
What?
Can
See, she's such a liar. She's a cheater and a liar, and you can't believe anything Gypsy Rose says. And how can you want to be with somebody that you can't believe anything they say? You would live in a constant state of confusion and wonder. And it would be like you would, I don't know. I couldn't live like that. My post-traumatic stress is too deep for anybody like that in my life. Ugh.
I have 2 men in my heart. I just don't know what to do. I just think that I would be happier somewhere else.
Well, we'll call Ken. You're probably already talking to him anyway. I don't want to split up, but I mean, it's not up to me. It's never been up to me.
It's just something that you have to go through the rough stuff to get to where you belong.
Night, honey.
Hey, you.
I have to do it. It's gonna make me happy.
She wants a baby.
What?
I'm going to tell both of y'all, just wait, okay?
And it came back positive.
Okay. Well, who's the father?
So, in the state of Louisiana,
You know it's bad when you show your husband the pee stick and he says, okay, so who's the father?
the law states that if a child is conceived within a marriage, the husband is the presumed father of that child.
I wish that she had gotten through this divorce process before this
All right.
happened.
I'm labeled.
Who is Ken to say that he wished that she had gotten through this divorce process? Ken, you did not have to have unprotected intercourse. You didn't have to do that. So what about wishing that you hadn't gotten with a married woman? How about that?
A loose woman.
And if
a hoe. I've already seen
if the label fits, you might as well just wear it. Well, that's what she's doing right here, right? They're both like, they're labeling her and she's wearing it. So, and I'm sure she's proud of it. Don't you think to a certain extent she's okay with all of this? You must be. You must be okay with all of this and still stay in the public eye, like not go away in shame. You must be okay with it.
Comments online of people saying that it should have been a condition of my parole to get my tubes tied.
I think that is a wonderful idea. I don't think Gypsy Rose should have been allowed to have a baby. She murdered someone. I think maybe those rights should be taken away from her.
The test is less.
Is it still the case that people that are incarcerated, they can't vote? I mean, at one point in our country, I know that their voting rights were taken away. So we'll take away their voting rights, but we won't take away their reproductive rights. Makes no sense.
Less for the public and more for Ryan to say, hey, dude, you're not the father. Accept it and move on.
3, 2, 1.
Sharing my story of the beginning of motherhood is very important because I have something to prove. I have to prove that I'm going to be a better mother than what my mother was. With kicking.
It's amazing to hear.
Yeah, this is your nanny. Give me a kick. I hope that they do not rush a marriage. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you need to get married.
What if you were married before the baby was born? Does that change anything?
So we are in a stressful situation. You know, with us being in the public eye,
Right.
us being new parents.
I just didn't think we needed couples therapy.
There are times that I feel.
Do you think they're only going to couples therapy for the show? I think it's just for the show.
Really?
They got to have them doing something. It's a reality show.
Okay. Just because, like, I know there's been a lot of change for him. Like I told him, I don't want him to stay because of the baby. I want him to.
I did not know that. See, I don't understand why Catherine B says, like, military folks get birth control if out on parole for a schmurder, 1 year on the birth control shot mandatory. It should have been. I mean, when I said it, I thought, well, maybe that's like taking away, like, against the constitutional rights. But it seems like when you commit crimes and you're caught, like, your constitutional rights get taken away anyway. So, don't they? Yeah, they do. I don't know why I'm so confused about that. But yes, I think that she shouldn't be allowed to reproduce, at least not at this point. I actually feel like she should have been. I feel like women that schmurder, if we're going to let them out, we should keep them longer so that they're older, so that their reproduction time. I know it's like women are getting pregnant in their 50s now, but generally, like, their reproductive days are over. Like, keep them for a longer period of time and release them when they can't reproduce.
Want this relationship to work. I'll have the paperwork for you to sign this week, meaning the divorce will be final soon.
Okay.
You know, I've lost my best friend. You know, not only my wife, my best friend. And that's what's hard.
I heard someone say today that, you know, the Ryan and Gypsy sign, I guess the light bulb burned a hole or burned a thing in the wall. So now it's like burnt in the wall, Ryan and Gypsy. It's just horrible. It's funny, but it's horrible. And then I saw over Ken's bed, it says Ken and Gypsy. I mean, geez.
My fears and the challenges has everything to do about getting through parole successfully. There's a lot stacked against me. A lot of people want to see me fail. I deal with people reporting me to my PO, telling my parole officer lies about me. Let my baby be born in the free world. I think
she looks more pregnant in this intro, or this 5-minute whatever it is supposed to be. I think she looks pregnant in some of these.
Being born in captivity. I honestly feel like I've lived 10 years in the last year. All I can say is just let me prove you wrong.
Gypsy Rose, life after lockup.
So that is the... Oops. Hold on one second, guys. The cat wants back in. I really didn't want this cat, you guys. I just felt so guilty, and I felt like since I lost my dog in September, I felt like I'll foster this cat and try to find it a home. I'm just so torn by it. Oh, okay. It doesn't want to come in here. It runs anytime I go near it. Okay. So let's keep going. Let me see. What else do I have here? Okay, so let's start talking about, remember when Gypsy got her nose job? Hi, guys. Welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy. Page 6 reported that Gypsy Rose Blanchard recently has taken part of her estimated $3 million bankroll and had a nose job and is currently recovering from the procedure. She is in pain, but is on pain medication. So strange, she tells us she's on pain meds and resting comfortably, but she knows that we know that she had an addiction to pain medication. Will she buy next? Hair for Ken? She's also going through a personal transformation journey, which includes her separation from her husband, Ryan Scott Anderson. So we saw that she had the nose job, and just before... Oops, sorry, guys. Just before I went live, I saw that now Mia, her sister Mia, has had a nose job. And here we have Mia in her nose job, and Gypsy Rose down here saying, "I'm so happy for you, sis." And then this person, "Oh my God, can't wait to see you. You're naturally beautiful as was though." Okay. I can understand Mia getting a nose job. Mia wasn't supposedly medically abused. Mia grew up healthy. I don't begrudge Mia for a nose job at all. I do kind of begrudge how she got the money for the nose job, but other than that, go Mia. Let me see if I have anything else. Oh, all right. So let's wrap it up with this. Gypsy Rose came out saying that she won't be sharing her photos of her baby on social media, even though we already have a photo of her baby on social media. Apparently, she must mean we're not going to see the baby's face. I bet you we're going to get content. A lot of content creators will put sunglasses on their kids, or they'll put a little happy face over it. I promise you we're going to be getting content with that baby. Promise you. Just days after the 30-year-old welcomed her first baby with husband Ken Urker, a girl named Aurora, Gypsy is setting boundaries with her fans, to everyone asking, "No, I will not be posting pictures of Aurora, even though I did it already on January 1st. She wrote on her Instagram story January 5th, "I understand everyone's excitement and we appreciate the support, but we value the privacy and safety of our daughter." She added, alongside a red heart, "We continue to express love towards our supporters and thank you for following our journey." Ken first shared his and Gypsy's happy news on January 1st, writing underneath a picture of him holding their baby, welcoming 2025 with the greatest gift of all. Then we get Gypsy coming on. Hold on, this is too big. Coming on here and I made it too small now. Almost a week postpartum, she wrote on her Instagram story alongside a selfie. Isn't it interesting that she's over on Instagram doing this? Alongside a selfie showing off a soft smile and beige tank top, feeling more energized. During her pregnancy, Gypsy often shared updates with her followers, including insight into her journey, from noticing her baby kicked more often at night to realizing eating sweets made for a more active baby. She also reflected on how expecting a baby made her realize what kind of mother she wanted to be, the one she's always wanted for herself. And then we got these pictures. "I have so much to focus on, making sure that I'm healthy for this baby." I think she was doing extreme dieting during this pregnancy, and that's why, personally, I think she's trying to keep up with Mia. She said in a July interview with Good Morning America, "There's this tiny little life that is inside of you, and that little tiny life is a baby, a little tiny human that's yours, and that you have to make sure you protect, you love, you take care of, and all the things that I wish I wouldn't had when I was little." She continued, "All the things that I wanted my mother in a mother, I'm going to give to this baby." So she also bragged that, like, she went in very dilated and only had to push for a short amount of time. She had a very lovely experience with her delivery. I don't know if she does these things, if she says these things to try to annoy us, or if it's true, because you never know. You can never know with Gypsy Rose what's true and what's not. "I leaked like a cow. Didn't she smoke too when pregnant, and then possible microdeletion?" That's a tiny, yeah. There are photos of her and Ken out front of a Dollar General smoking. She took Ozempic. She is getting Ozempic face. she is getting that Ozempic face now that you say that. But I don't know if it's because, it's Ozempic face. It fascinates me because you can just tell after a certain amount of time when somebody's taking it. But it's getting harder and harder to buy that Ozempic, or, and it's like Wazoo or Wazi and all these other things. And I thought the true diabetics can't get it now because all the skinny people are trying to get it. So, and insurance isn't covering it anymore. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in chat. Let me pop up. Talk Time with Jay says she told him she could not have kids and on birth control. He wanted the milk, not the whole cow. An old exception. Exactly. She did say that she tried to tell us that she was doing fertility stuff, and it's just no. Ryan married baby Jane Hudson. She truly doesn't look the same in any video, any photo. She's just the filters. Ryan's attachment to a woman with whom he lived for 3 months is annoying as hell. He's really still bent about her. Yeah. It's annoying. This is the same woman seller said did it to the dumpster with guards. She's classy. Jesse, that's because he was a virgin before Gypsy. I think he was a virgin before Gypsy. That's just my personal opinion too, though. Or if he wasn't a virgin, he didn't have much sex before. Laura Lynn, on one of his lives, he was talking about ex-girlfriends. One had a son. Oh, well, there it is. Hold on. The cat's meowing again. I'm surprised Junebug hasn't woken up and yelled. Okay. What else are you guys saying? If you can afford $1,500 a month, you can get Ozempic. Yeah, Ozempic is really expensive. Meanwhile, I scream for them to get a tow truck to hook up a chain and pull my 9.5-pound breech baby out. Oh, when you gave birth? Yeah, I don't know. I never had to experience that. I had fertility problems, and I was going through fertility treatment, and my husband cheated on me, and that was that for me. I was using it for a year, and then all of a sudden I had an appendix burst. Yeah, I have heard that people are having problems with their internal organs. We don't quite know yet. I mean, it's a pretty new drug. And I've heard you have to stay on it for life if you're using it to lose weight. Like as soon as you stop taking it, you gain it back. I have battled weight issues my whole life, so I can totally relate with the whole, but I don't think I would take that drug to lose weight, but I don't know. She went to a fertility doctor. Nope, you got an OBGYN, then a fertility doctor. Somebody said to me today in a comment that they didn't want to come to my channel anymore because I talk about myself in relation to the topic I'm talking about, but I'm giving commentary. Why wouldn't I relate? And everything that I talk about, if I give an opinion, it's usually based on something that's happened to me or something I've experienced or something that I've learned in school, or it's like I'm in it. I'm in the mix. So I don't know if that bothers people, but doesn't every content creator share who they are and their experiences during their shows? I don't know. I thought so. Is that a filter on her lips? Yeah, that's a filter. I have a filter. I love to do filters for Gypsy. it makes you more relatable. I like to know about the content creators that I'm watching. I mean, don't like, I wouldn't sit on, like, if I came on here and talked about my life, it would be like me saying, okay, I'm going to share my life with you. I wouldn't like not talk about Gypsy Rose. If, you know, I wouldn't like say, is Gypsy Rose still manipulating Ryan? And then come on and be like, I remember the time I was manipulated, and then just did the whole show about when I was manipulated. But I mean, I can relate to being manipulated. I can relate to being in triangles. I can relate to doing this. I can relate to being stupid. I can relate to being smart. I can relate. I mean, I was, you know, a social worker. I have a BA. I don't know. I just feel like you come to somebody's channel for their opinion, because that's all life is just an opinion. You can tell me something, this is this, but somebody else can come and tell me this is this, and it's just, I have to decide. Anyway, I think I am winding things down. Let me make sure I showed you everything I wanted to show you. I want to remind you, this Friday we have a special guest joining us. And we're going to be talking about a little bit about Gypsy Rose, what her life was like in prison. And we're going to talk about Sarah Boone's life in prison. We have Lindsay Valandry coming on. She does prison and advocacy. She is in recovery. So we're going to be talking a lot about recovery talk. And she's also Aaron Scott Levin's ex-girlfriend. So we'll probably get in some Scientology talk too. So if that's up your alley, I hope you'll join us. That's Friday at 8 p.m. And we have a special co-host that will be with us, Lisa. She's someone that you haven't met yet. I met her over on TikTok, and she's going to be our co-host. So be sure to give this live a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Let me give some shout outs. Jesse, Jean, Catherine B, Laura Lynn, thank you so much for moderating for me. I love you. Catherine B. Who else is in here? Tony. Nightbot. Nightbot is always here. Jesse, Jean, Hollywood, Christine, GMD, you slid in. I didn't see you. Hi, GMD. Actually, a lot of you slid in. I didn't really notice. Christine and Jesse. I'm sorry if I didn't greet you guys. And if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for being here. This has been a really fun chat tonight. I've really enjoyed myself. And so thank you for coming. And hey guys, if nobody's told you this, and even if they have, I'm still going to tell you this. I love you guys so, so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hi guys. Welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy.
Carefully strumming this old guitar, words rolling out into the fire. Never ask why my heart burned blue. Here in the haze where you inspire me. Here in the darkness I hear my cue. Time to find some solitude. Here where my soul bleeds openly, deep in the heart of sin and you. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you. Here in the blue, I'm dancing with you tonight, and if you is drumming this old guitar again. Words rolling out into our fire.